Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, liberty lovers, welcome to this Constitution Day kickoff sponsored by the Liberty Day Institute. My name is Jimmy Sengenberger. I'm president of our nonpartisan, non-political, nonprofit organization. Alongside me is a gentleman you may not have heard of. He was very involved in the founding of this country. He's an absolute expert, as we'll find out throughout the morning over the next hour or so. Pleased to welcome on the stage with me the one and only Jefferson Quincy Washington. The third Esquire. Jefferson, would you please say a few words for the folks here?
Good morning, lords and ladies, and welcome to a wonderful occasion, tomorrow being the celebration of Constitution Day.
What is Constitution Day?
I have no idea. You told me to show up, and I really... No, it's actually, we all know what Constitution Day is, of course. The specific purpose of teaching young people about our founding fathers, founding documents, specifically the U.S. Constitution. So thank you for all of your efforts.
Let's give a round of applause for Jefferson Quincy Washington III, Esquire, and the U.S. Constitution. We'll test his knowledge throughout the morning. Now, Jefferson, I have a very simple question for you. We've asked this question to you earlier. You should know the answer. What are the first three words of the U.S. Constitution?
Oh, that's an easy one. Those first three big words that are larger than the rest.
Big ones.
Big, bold, golden letters. In the beginning.
Wrong book.
Wrong book. You the man?
No.
What up, dude?
No.
Oh, I know. Those three important words.
Yes.
The very most important words. I love you.
Aw, thanks, Jefferson, but that's not quite it. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, what are the first three words of the U.S. Constitution? And say it with passion and energy and excitement in your voice. Oh, you can do better than that. All right. I want you to tell us something. You had a very interesting experience back in time, and we'll get to how you got here in the past, where you actually went to Europe. You went there with Ben Franklin, and we'll talk about him in a little while. But you actually met King George. And I want to know, what was that like, actually getting to talk to King George? How was he feeling at the time of the revolution and so forth?
Well, King George was a rather interesting fellow. He swore up and down that he got no respect. He was, hey, I'll tell you, Parliament doesn't like me. You know? I get no respect. Are you kidding? I mean, they asked me to join their London Bridge Club, and then they threw me off of it. You know? Okay, all right. Hey, the other day I went to a tea party, and a revolution broke out. All right, okay, you know?
Sounds like he was a very interesting character, huh? Yes, absolutely. He made a really striking point that goes to the heart and soul of what the Liberty Day Institute is about, and in our minds, what Constitution Day is about. And that is, regardless of our political perspectives, our opinions, where we're coming from, there's one thing that unites us, and that is the freedom and liberty that was promised to us in the Declaration and fulfilled in the U.S. Constitution. We have a saying at Liberty Day Institute, the Declaration was the promise, the Constitution was a fulfillment. And that was created by one of our founders, the late Kathy McKean, who passed away 10 years ago last month. And she was, as Andy can tell you, she was a powerhouse of a woman who really helped to get Liberty Day Institute off the ground and do some incredible things. But Jefferson, I want to ask you another question. Words of wisdom from JQW3. Esquire, excuse me. The Constitution sets up three branches of government. What are the three branches of government, Jefferson?
There's a tree of government, as
yes,
it was. The three branches.
It's a description.
There's a leafy branch, and then kind of a sticky branch with a beehive, and then a pokey branch that's very sharp. I have no idea.
You know how many classrooms we've been in, and you keep saying that answer? The kids love it because they can correct you, and they're all entertained by it.
All right, let's see. There's the house and the garage.
No, it's the House and the Senate. That makes up the legislative branch. Legislative, executive, and judicial. And the House of Representatives and the Senate
Okay, I've got it now. There's 5 branches of government.
No. 3 branches and 2
In my time, we
sections
would
of
say
Congress.
there's 5 branches of government. Huh? Roman numerals,
Yeah,
huh?
I see. Oh, boy. Jefferson Quincy Washington III, Esquire, you got to do some studying. We've got Constitution books for you, and we're going to bring up in just a few moments a kid who may know some answers.
I don't really know how to read.
Maybe you should have gone to school. Sorry, Jefferson. All right, let's continue on with some of our program. I will say, we do this program of going into classrooms with Jefferson, and the kids absolutely love it. Because here we are talking about these topics that they're learning about. Jefferson is giving his
rather unique
take on the issues, and the students laugh. They love it. They're entertained. They're engaged. They're excited.
I just wish they weren't so smart.
That's exactly what
Austin.
we try to do at Liberty Day Institute, is to inspire them. How did you get here? See, I understood that you were what for Ben Franklin?
Oh, I was his horse master.
No, actually, you were a stable boy. That's what you were, the stable boy, not the horse master. And you were told not to go in the lab, but you decided to go clean up some of his equipment.
I was cleaning up after a meeting, as it were, and I accidentally I was dusting the way forward machine, and I accidentally tripped the lever, and the time continuum was.
And it wasn't done yet.
Yes.
Ben hadn't completed the time machine, and Jefferson made his way here to the 21st century, where now he has to deal with us.
And now I'm stuck. Now I'm here for good.
And how's the tea, though?
The tea's bloody awful. It tastes like watered down. No, I'd throw it in the harbor if I were.
Would you now?
Remember, keep the Constitution and your freedom close at heart. It is fleeting. Trust a man who came from tyranny. You do not want tyranny here in the United States. Fight for your freedom, believe in the Constitution, and keep going, America!
Yeah! Thank you very much.